From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Thursday, March 9th, 2017. Silver is trading at $17.23 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,207 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 1.5 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $1,169. Antiwar.com reports the U.S. House of Representatives voted 371 to 48 on Wednesday with massive majorities in both parties in favor of another $578 billion military spending bill to cover the remainder of fiscal year 2017. The bill now moves on to the Senate, where it again is expected to easily pass. The exact meaning of the figures is a little difficult to understand this time around because Congress has already passed a military spending bill for fiscal year 2017 back in December, which was $611 billion. That bill was only ever intended to be a fraction of what was to be spent, aiming to give way to a second emergency bill before April, which would cover the rest of the year. That said, there's a lot of overlap between the two, and the overall budget is not just a matter of adding those two together. Indeed, the $578 billion bill voted on Wednesday probably will be bigger by the time it gets signed, with President Trump seeking to add another $30 billion, which is meant to be the first step towards what he promises to be a 9% increase in spending in fiscal year 2018. The new bill intends $516 billion for basic military requirements, which is more than double any other nation on the planet's spending, and also includes about $62 billion in additional spending for America's assorted wars and occupations. The only potential obstacle in the Senate is from the usual hawks like Senators Lindsey Graham and John McCain, for whom any military budget, no matter how substantial its growth, is too small and does not include nearly enough new wars to appear sufficiently patriotic. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports the FBI has opened a criminal investigation into the release of a large cache of potentially classified information by WikiLeaks on Tuesday. Thousands of documents, the website says, revealed the entire cyber espionage capabilities of the CIA. Multiple U.S. officials reportedly confirmed the investigation Wednesday, which will be coordinated by both federal agencies. The main thrust of the probe, according to officials, will be how WikiLeaks acquired the nearly 8,000 items it published on Tuesday and whether the site might be holding more. The documents, which were termed Vault 7, specify the hacking capabilities and methods used by the U.S. spy agency to tap into electronic devices like smartphones and smart televisions. The site called it the largest ever publication of confidential documents on the agency. Much of the leaked data was in the form of computer code, several hundred million lines of it, that reveals what WikiLeaks says is the entire hacking capacity of the CIA. Since Tuesday's release, U.S. officials have scrambled to find out who may have been behind the leak, how they obtained it, and what federal laws they may have violated. Forensic examiners will also work to determine whether all of the documents included in the leak are indeed genuine or whether they have been altered. The White House said Wednesday that, as a policy, it does not confirm or deny the authenticity of leaked classified information for security reasons. Tuesday's leak of alleged classified material could be the largest and most significant since whistleblower Edward Snowden gave a trove of intelligence data to the New York Times and the Guardian newspapers in 2013, which exposed a sweeping domestic phone surveillance program at the NSA. Snowden, who faces numerous felony charges in the United States, was granted asylum by Russia and has been living in an undisclosed location for the last 3 years. It is likely only a matter of time before the source of the leak is identified, according to experts, because security at the CIA is so great and computer activities are so electronically traceable that investigators should be able to narrow the pool of candidates rather quickly. President Donald Trump's administration has reportedly become increasingly agitated in recent weeks with reported leaks concerning political and intelligence matters, and the president himself is said to be furious about the ongoing lack of institutional integrity. The White House said Wednesday that the Vault 7 leak, as well as others, should be worrisome to everyone because it threatens to undermine national interest. Every purchase you make from one of my affiliates at shop.fppradio.com helps fund FPP Radio. That's shop.fppradio.com. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.